Blue Dango, wholesome content for kids, toddlers and babies. The Three Little Pigs. There were once 3 little pigs. They were brothers, all the same age, but they were very different. One was called Pat. He was very lazy and didn't like to do anything that took too much effort. Another was called Peter. He wasn't as lazy as his brother Pat, but he didn't like to spend time on anything other than his hobbies. The last one was called Percy. Unlike his brothers, he was hard-working and was willing to make sure every job he did was done properly. The day came when they were old enough to move out of their mother and father's house and make homes of their own. Pat found a bit of a clearing nearby. It wasn't very big, but he didn't want to travel too far, and this was the only bit of space he could find without searching for too long. It was quite near the woods, which was known for wolves, but he thought it would do since he didn't want to bother walking any further. He started building his house, which he made out of sticks. He chose sticks because they were very light and easy to find all around him, so making a house out of them was very easy and barely took any effort at all. Peter ran as fast as he could to find a better spot. When he had done so, he decided to build his house out of straw. He chose straw because it was even lighter than sticks, so building with it was very fast. He had his house built in practically no time at all, leaving him the rest of the day to get on with his fun hobbies. Percy took as long as it took to find the right spot. It was far away enough from the woods to be safe from wolves, and it had plenty of space to build foundations that would be a good start to a strong house. He didn't start building his house yet. He planned it first. He drew up a picture of what the house would look like so that he could get every detail right. He wrote a list of all the materials he would need, and then went out and fetched them. Percy decided to build his house out of bricks. He chose bricks because, even though they would be more difficult to build with and take longer, the house would be sturdy and protect him from any dangers. It would also be more comfortable and warm inside. A few days later, Percy's house was finished, and it was finally time for him to relax. He didn't enjoy every moment of the hard work, but now he felt satisfied and really enjoyed his rest. Meanwhile, there was a big, bad wolf lurking about in the woods. He started sniffing the air, his senses picking up a scent that was delicious to wolves, the scent of pig. The wolf followed the scent to the edge of the woods, where he found a little stick house. He knew there was a little pig inside, just waiting to get eaten. He went up to the front door and banged on it before shouting, little pig, let me come in." From inside the stick house, Pat replied, "Not by the hairs on my chinny chin chin." The wolf replied, "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." So, the wolf huffed, and he puffed, and with his mighty breath, he blew the flimsy stick house away. He chased down the little pig and gobbled him up. Now the wolf had got a taste for pig, and he still felt like the scent of pig was faintly drifting on the breeze. He followed the scent further out of the woods until he came across a little house made of straw. He knew there was a little pig inside, just waiting to get eaten. He went up to the door and banged on it before shouting, little pig, let me come in." From From inside the stick house, Peter replied, "Not by the hairs on my chinny chin chin." The wolf replied, "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." So the wolf huffed, and he puffed, and with his mighty breath he blew the frail straw house away. He chased down the little pig and gobbled him up. The wolf was starting to get full, but now he had lost his way and didn't know how to get back to the woods. He wandered around for a while before finally going to sleep under a nearby tree. In the morning, the wolf was hungry again. He wandered around looking for some breakfast, and before long, he caught the scent of pig once again. He followed the scent until he came across a beautiful house built from bricks. He knew there was a little pig inside, just waiting to get eaten. He went up to the door and banged on it before shouting, little pig, let me come in." From inside the house, Percy replied, "Not by the hairs on my chinny chin chin." The wolf replied, "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." So the wolf huffed, and he puffed, and with his mighty breath, he blew some more, and he blew some more. By this point, the wolf was getting out of breath, yet the house hadn't moved even a millimetre. Inside, Percy was enjoying a nice cup of tea, knowing that the wolf would not be able to get in. Eventually, the wolf had to admit defeat. He fell down so tired and out of breath that he fell into a deep sleep. Percy came out of his house, dragged the wolf back deep into the woods, and left him there. That wolf never found his way back to Percy's house, and even if he did, he would never get in. Percy was glad that he took the time to do the job properly, and he soon set to work on his next project. The end.